Hey, what's going on, everyone? Antoine Thomas here with the Silverline Real Estate Group and Silverline Real Estate Coaching. Today, I want to talk about how to create certainty in your business, in your real estate business. One of the biggest business killers is a lack of certainty, right? Like, do you currently lack, you right now, as the CEO of your business, do you currently lack certainty in your business? It's a question I want you to answer for yourself, okay? And if it's a yes, you will want to watch this all the way to the end, okay? I think it can be very beneficial for you. So I want to be very clear, upfront, transparent. Real estate is not an easy business to excel in, okay? Let me elucidate. With the increasing competition from other agents, I know in your market, no matter how small the market is, there are probably more agents than there needs to be. There's over the past I would say past 10 years, the market has been flooded with new agents getting in every single year, right? So there's less pieces of the pie available to you, especially if you're not doing like prospecting, lead generation activities to really kind of hunt for that business, right? So with the increased competition, and you also have industry disruptors, right? You got the Zillows, you got the Redfins, you got the Open Door, you got now Zillow has opened up offices all around the country and they have their own agents, right? These are disruptors. These are things that are going on. Then you also have the market shifts. You have things that are happening within your community, within your market. The conversations with clients are changing. Homes are sitting on the market now 3 or 4 days longer than they used to. Now, like, oh my God, this is different. Appraisals now are coming in maybe lower, right? Maybe you're able to have your buyer get their closing costs covered by the seller. So the seller is losing a little leverage, depending on the market that you're in, right? So you got all these things happening in the real estate industry. And with all that happening, it's very hard for an agent to adapt accordingly to earn a great living while also having a great personal life. What I find typically is an agent who's making a lot of money, they're also working 100 hours a week. Or you have agents that aren't making hardly any money, meaning they're making probably, less than $12 an hour, and they're still working 40 to 50 hours a week because they're putting their energy in the wrong areas in their business, right? So with all that being said, I want to make it very, very clear. You can have an extraordinary business while also having an extraordinary life. It is possible. And my intention for this video is to help you achieve that. So there are 2 things that I need for you to do. I'm gonna give you some practical steps, some ideas that you can implement today in your business that's gonna help create certainty for yourself, okay? First thing you can do, take control of your marketing. What are you doing to market homes? And I'm not talking about you take a listing and you put it on the MLS and you walk away and you just wait for the phone to ring. That's not marketing. That, putting it on the MLS and having that MLS listing be syndicated out to all these different websites, that's not true marketing. What are you doing to market not only listings, but yourself? How are you building yourself up to be the community agent, to be the person, the go-to agent within your community, within your market? So take control of your marketing, come up with a marketing strategy, a marketing plan. And it doesn't require a lot of money either. Doesn't actually, I started out not spending really any money in my first year and a half. Okay, I built myself up to now we have a marketing budget of like $2,000 to $5,000 a month. But it took time to build up to that, right? Are you having meaningful conversations every day with people, with adults? Are you having meaningful conversations? Some of us aren't making any calls. We're not even calling our past clients and checking on them. But we expect for that past client to send us a referral when they haven't heard from you in 2 years. Which, let's talk about that. What I have found in my market, a lot of people that we have helped in the past 5 years have already sold and bought again. With the market being the way it is, and people seeing the equity that they are building up in their houses, then with COVID and them realizing, hey, I need more space, or hey, I need this, I need an office, I need that, because people were working from home, they quickly realized I need to upsize, or maybe I need to downsize. A lot of people that we have helped in the past 5 years have already made other moves. And because of our powerful follow-up systems and our agents having the correct mindset to take the action, we've been able to help these what we call clients for life transition into their next home. So that was repeat business, right? Easy business to do. You got to have meaningful conversations. You got to be prospecting based, meaning just make the phone call. A great way to get warmed up to it, call your SOI. Work on your skills, call your SOI. Those are typically warmer conversations, right? Text, email, but do something. Become prospecting based. And then you supplement that as you build up, as you build up your income, as you're building up your revenue in the company and the business that you're running. At that point, you can start supplementing with paid marketing, but it takes time. I don't ever recommend to start paying right out the gate unless you have a lot of money to start with. I didn't. So I only know what I know. And that was, hey, I had to put the work in first to build up to where I'm at. Okay. So again, take control of your marketing, meaning have meaningful conversations with people every day. Shake hands, kiss babies. I know with COVID, that's probably not the right thing to say, but you get my point. And then number 2, track your numbers. Track your numbers. I had a powerful conversation with one of my agents, and shout out to Charles Bell. We found out, just based on us tracking the numbers, that if he were to just be a little more efficient per hour, maybe 1 to 2 more contacts per hour, he could generate 1 more appointment per week. 1 more appointment per week. We would not be able to even have that type of conversation if we didn't attract numbers, okay? I was able to help him now transition to become a better agent just simply by tracking numbers. Now that goes deeper, because not only track your numbers in regards to lead measures, but what about tracking your numbers in regards to lagging measures? Meaning, what are you spending in your ROI on certain lead sources if you are spending money on marketing? What about tracking your financials in the business? What is your net margin? What does that look like? What should your net margin be is a better question. What should your gross margin be? What are those percentages that you need to stay within to have a profitable business, right? Do you have a bookkeeper? Do you have a great CPA who's helping you? These are things you need to do now. Track your numbers. So I gave you 2 things right there, and I got more for you, all right? By doing that though, you are now in control of your business and you have more clarity. When you have more clarity in your business, you're able to make better decisions. You're also able to, I don't want to say you can predict the future, but a lot of times the most recent data can help us predict the future. It really can. Okay? You got to make more calls, send out more messages, even more. If you're making 10 calls a day, I need you to make 20 calls a day. If you're sending out 30 messages a day, I need you to send out 60 messages a day, plus Facebook Messenger too. If you do that, when the business shifts, when the industry shifts, you now have the certainty that all I got to do is make this slight adjustment. And you're going to be ahead of the curve because your competition is not doing this. Okay. You cannot be fully dependent on a third-party source, Zillow, Realtor.com. Again, these are great supplemental tools, supplemental lead sources, but do not make that your main, like you're going all in on Zillow. You're receiving leads from Zillow, for example, but you're not doing any other lead generating. My question for you is, what if Zillow, and it's not going to happen, but what if Zillow went bankrupt and they went under? Where are you going to get your business from? Don't be dependent on anyone else. You take control. When you have control, you have certainty. Okay. And due to the tracking, having that certainty, having meaningful conversations, putting the work in, having the correct mindset, you can now get a clear picture of what is happening next. It helps you plan better. Like I mentioned earlier, it helps you make better decisions, and it helps you lead your business at a higher level. Because your job, if you're watching this video, whether you're an agent on a team, you lead a team, you're not even in the business yet, but you're thinking about doing it, you are a leader. And as a leader, one of your main jobs is to have certainty, not only in yourself, because you got to start with that. You got to have certainty in you. But to be a great leader, you gotta bring certainty into the company. You gotta make sure people around you feel certain. That is part of your job, okay? All right, I hope this is valuable. I don't want to make this too long, but that is how you create certainty in your business in a nutshell. If it was valuable or if it wasn't, either way, like, comment, and subscribe, and you guys take care. Put the work in. I'll see you guys on the next one.